Happy New Year, Sagittarius. This is going to be your year 2022 love and general reading. This reading will be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. If you have a 7th house, 5th house or Jupiter in Sagittarius, then this reading is also for you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video, as well as to click the notification bell to be notified of future videos like this one. Now, Sagittarius, let's look at the first card. And the first card is Four of Wands, and this represents how you will be presenting yourself to the world. What will your identity be? Okay, how will you express yourself? Now, I feel for some of you, if you were a Sagittarius that was single, then you will be viewed as a person that is taken this year. Now, some of you are saying, but I'm single, I haven't met anyone. This could be a clear indication and a sign that you may actually meet your life partner this year, and you will be viewed as somebody that is in a commitment, someone that was single for a long time to someone that is now off the market, right? So I get a sense that some of you may have wanted to be single by choice, but you will be viewed as someone that is in a partnership. I'm hearing, like sighs from like your family members saying, phew, finally they've met someone. And if that is the case, it's generally because you may have wanted to wait for the right person to come along. For others of you, if you are in a commitment already, then I feel like the commitment could be taken seriously this year. And there's an indication of people now perceiving you as a married woman or a married man, like you are in a very powerful coupling. You are in a happy coupling is what I'm picking up. So you will be presenting to the world, you will be presenting yourself to the world, I should say, as a person that is in a happy, abundant partnership, right? And I also feel like you will also be presenting to the world that you are very family orientated. So for those of you that have not been that way inclined in the past, this is going to be a year where when people think of you, they will be also associating you with your family, or you may be always speaking about your family, your children, your spouse, your mother, your father, your siblings. This is going to be a huge emphasis for you this year. So people will be seeing you as someone that is very family orientated, someone that is very happy and abundant. Okay, that's the image that you will be projecting onto the world. Now let's take a look at your career, your money and your income. So for some of you, I feel like if you're in a job already, you may move into a new job and it will require more creativity. And there is something around travel also. So some of you could definitely find a career, or you could be, I'm hearing like shadowing, I'm hearing also, trainee. Some of you could be trainee counselors, trainee nurses, trainee doctors, but this may require you to travel. For others of you, you may decide to earn an income with, delivery, doing something that you actually enjoy. You could be a cab driver, a taxi driver also. This job may also require you to be on the move, but it is going to be something that you feel that you could express yourself with and something that you also enjoy. Now, let's move on to the third card, which represents your third house. Now, bearing in mind, Sagittarius, I forgot to say, I'm basically using the astrological house system to do this yearly reading. So the first card represents the first house, which is ruled by Aries, and also the Four of Wands is a representation of Aries. And the first house is all about how we express ourselves. The second house is all about how we are going to make money. The second house is the ruler of Taurus, and now the third card is represents the third house, which represents Gemini, how we communicate, our thinking, siblings, neighbors, social media and early education. So in regards to how you will get on in those areas, I feel like you will be very successful. So for instance, if you had some sort of strife or turbulence in regards to how you connect with your neighborhood, then you may do something within your neighborhood within your community that is going to be putting you up on some sort of pedestal. So some of you could be quite well known in your community, and I feel like this actual theme will continue in 2022. There could be something that you do in your community where you will gain a lot of success. People will be looking up to you. This is about victory. You're going to become victorious. Some of you may decide to do some sort of charity work, or it's something that you're going to be doing that's going to make you very well known within your community and maybe outside of your community. I do feel like if you have siblings, they may be looking up to you. So again, this ties in with the first card in regards to how you will be perceived by others. Like you will be like the spokesperson of the family, or you could be an elder sibling. Even if you're a younger sibling, people will be looking up to you. You're going to gain some sort of success. And in regards to your social media, if you are on social media, then this is a clear sign that if you are deciding to do something in regards to communication on social media, this is going to blow up. So some of you could be deciding to do like maybe a TikTok, or maybe a YouTube, or maybe an Instagram, or something along them lines, or maybe a vlog, or a blog. This is going to actually blow up, is what I can see, and you will be well known. So if you are a shy Sagittarius, and this is just a heads up to say that you will be gaining a lot of attention. I also feel as well that some of you may embark on something like a new course, but it's going to be a course that is going to bring you success. I'm hearing a fast track course, so you are actually going to do very well in this course. I'm hearing you're going to gain a lot of qualifications with this actual course, and you're going to pass this course with flying colors. Your tutor will be very proud of you. Even your peers will be very proud of you. This is about you getting on with others and people really looking up to you, whether that means you go into education, whether that means it's within your family, or if you decide to do something in social media, right? Now let's move on to the fourth card, which represents the fourth house, and that is representing the sign Cancer, which represents home, roots, self-care, women, children, and emotions. Okay, so we have the Tower card right here. So there is going to be some sort of shake up within your foundations, and I feel like it's going to be a change to the dynamics of your home, which may shock you. Okay, so some of you could actually decide to move home. Some of you are definitely going to be redecorating your home, which is going to cause a little bit of turbulence, but nevertheless it will ease. I feel this is like this is Aries energy. Aries is all about action. So you will be taking action in regards to maybe decorating your home, excuse me, maybe moving your home. Things could break down in the home. So you are going to require to bring people in to fix things, etc. So it may cause a little bit of disruption within the house. Also with this energy right here, this does represent that there's going to be a change within the home, which may also mean that there could be an addition to the family, because I'm thinking about the Mars energy. Mars is about action. So there could be a surprise pregnancy, or there could be a pregnancy that you are aware about. And this may mean that, you will have to shift things around within the home, furniture, etc. Some of you may decide to foster or adopt. Some of you could actually be relocating also. In regards to this card also, it's a clear sign that there could be a bit of disruption in regards to how you connect with your mother, is what I'm picking up. So you may feel like you have to be there for your mother more so, because there's an energy of your mother not feeling stable maybe within her home. So you're going to have to provide, or you will feel that you will have to provide that stability. Okay, that's what I'm picking up right here. And also let's move on to the fifth card, which represents Leo. Okay, so the fifth card represents the fifth house. It's all about romance, children, love, fertility, drama, and joy. So this is very serene, this is very peaceful. This is Virgo energy, 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like in regards to that area of love, of children, of creativity, you will find a nice, calm, soothing balance. And some of you are going to be focusing on self-care, self-love. I also feel that, because with the 9 of Pentacles, it does speak about someone being single and enjoying it. So this can mean that you will be taking time out, even if you are in a partnership, you will be taking time out to really give yourself that nurturing, that self-care. I'm hearing for some of you could decide to actually get a new wardrobe. Some of you could decide to do some sort of gardening. I also feel that, with this card, it represents Virgo energy to me, and Virgo's rule the sixth house, which is all about health, which is all about, work, etc. So some of you could decide to go back, to the gym or do something that's going to benefit your health. It's going to make you feel good. You may decide to do something that is going to get you back in touch with your inner child. And I feel, you being there for yourself, showing up for yourself, nurturing yourself is going to make you feel good. It's going to raise your vibrations, right? This is about you making it a must to spend quality time with yourself, right? So this is part of the happiness that you will enjoy this year if you make it a priority to spend, some time by yourself, just chilling, just doing things that you enjoy, maybe going shopping, treating yourself, which is amazing. Okay, now let's move on to the sixth card, which is ruled by Virgo, and the sixth card is the card of your health, your fitness, your analytical nature, and your service to others. So we have the Nine of Swords. So to me, this is about being quite mindful of not overworking yourself, of not not wearing yourself out, because it can actually lead to exhaustion, to be quite frank with you, and insomnia. So this is about taking that time out to remember what we mentioned here, to nurture yourself, to have a break. This is, I'm hearing like spa, I'm hearing like, short breaks, short holidays. This is something that you may do, spending time in nature also, right? And this could also represent that if you don't make time for yourself, then you could burn yourself out. You could start suffering from stress and, worst case scenario, depression. So it is imperative that you do, find a balance. In regards to, this is about overthinking as well, and feeling like you have so much things to do, which may actually exhaust you. So that's just a heads up to say, to make room and to make time for yourself, and, to share the burden as well if you feel like you're taking on too much, is what I'm picking up right here. And let's move on to the seventh card, which rules your relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners, and equality. So we have the King of Cups. Now what a good card to have in the relationship part of the reading. King of Cups, some of you are saying, really? Because King of Cups can be someone that is quite repressed in regards to his emotion. However, I feel like in this regard, this speaks about being in love, or for some of you, falling in love. Some of you could connect or meet a Scorpio individual. There could be a Scorpio person that is in love with you. I'm also hearing that you can gain opportunity from a Scorpio individual also, but it could be a Scorpio person that is in love with you. But I'm feeling more so for some of you, you could because I'm seeing fire and water, so you could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp for some of you. For others of you, this is about deepening a relationship and falling deeper in love with your current partner, or connecting with a current partner that sees the relationship turn into a lifelong relationship. Okay, this is about marriage, this is about contracts, etc. This connection right here is going to be very powerful. It's going to be life transformative, and it's going to have a lot of depth. So for some of you, if you're connected already, then this is going to progress into something much deeper. And for others of you, if you are in a current relationship, then this relationship is going to be much deeper also, which will result, maybe into like a spiritual marriage, is what I'm hearing for some of you. And going back to what the seventh card represents, business partners. So you could have a Scorpio person that's a business partner, or you could actually be in a business partnership with your spouse, because this card is at the bottom of the Four of Wands. Four of Wands speaks about marriage, so you could actually go into business with your spouse. Or for some of you, you could get into business with this person that could be a Scorpio. And I also feel like whatever connection you get yourself into, it's definitely going to be one that is full of depth, is what I'm picking up also. Now let's move on to the 8th card, which rules merging, sex, intimacy, shared resources, tax, assets, partners. And the 8th card represents Scorpio, so it's a bit weird that it's like next to each other. So we have the 7 of Wands. This speaks about, someone being quite, protective of their space. So this could also mean that, there's going to be a lot of, they could be, because I feel like they could be sharing, but there could also be an energy of trying to save and not splurging one's money. So if you are in a partnership, then this is an indication that you and your partner may not spend as much as you've done before. You will be doing a lot of saving. I also see and feel that you could be very strict, I see, in regards to, how much is spent, etc. Some of you may choose to hide money as well, is what I'm picking up right here. Being quite defensive is what I'm picking up. So maybe being quite defensive with how much you may have given in the past, because in the past you may have given to others without no care, which left you with nothing. But in moving towards or throughout 2022, you're going to be very discerning in regards to who you do give to. And because maybe in the past you were manipulated by others, and you're looking back now and you're thinking, hold on a minute, I gave this money to such and such a person and they didn't pay me back. Or looking back on how that person asked me for money, I feel like they lied to me to get money. So this is about you being very strict in regards to who you actually lend your money to, and for some of you, you may act as if you haven't got any money to others so that they don't ask you, because you don't want to go down the same road. So this is about being self-protective, thinking about only the important people that, require your help or that have been there for you. So maybe this can mean your immediate family, just being protective of your immediate family, being there for your immediate family. Everyone else can fall to the waysides. Okay, we also see sex and intimacy. I feel like you're going to want this area of your life to be quite sacred. So in the past, I feel like you could be with a partner that's quite protective of you, or they're possessive, and you could be quite possessive of your partner as well, because there's something around the connection whereby you want to keep it sacred. Hence why we've got the 7 of Wands, right? So this could also speak about introducing new, I'm hearing acrobatics, gymnastics, like new positions in the bedroom as well. Your passionate life could be very exciting, explosive, is what I'm picking up right here. This is like Mars and Aries energy. So there will be a lot of passionate lovemaking with yourself and your person, something that you want to keep quite sacred also. Your assets, I feel for some of you, if you're going into the property, business world, then you may want to keep this side of your life quite private. So you may, maybe decide to not go into that area as yet, because you could be saving for some of you. And I feel like some of you may also, what I'm picking up, you may feel like there's just too much paperwork, so this is about you putting down your baton, actually facing things and not trying to run away from, paperwork, taxes, etc., filling out those forms and just getting them out of the way is what I'm picking up, because there is the energy of you not wanting to be bombarded by any type of drama or type of noise, is what I'm picking up right here. But I generally feel there's a sense of you wanting to save money here. Now with the 9th card, it speaks about travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, cross-cultural relationships, and learning. And the 9th house, is actually ruled by yourself, Sagittarius. And we have the Sun card. So this to me speaks about You know, some of you could definitely do some sort of online course, but more so than that, because we've got the Sun card, we've got Six of Wands, and you know, the Sun card represents Leo, and Leo is also, you know, Leo's also rule your ninth house, which is all about higher learning, right? And you actually rule Leo's fifth house, which is all about fun and play and children, which we just looked at. So a Leo could be of importance to you this year. Okay, but if you do get into some sort of business partnership with a Leo, then this is definitely going to be a success, is what I'm seeing right here. And also with the Sun card right here, it does speak about you becoming enlightened about a new way of being, because you will learn something new. Some of you could learn a new language. Some of you could decide to travel, you know, and whilst you're traveling, you could be learning a lot of things. But I generally feel that some of you will go into a new situation where you are learning. This learning could come from having a child. For some of you, you could have a child this year, and it's going to, you know, make you learn about a new way of being, a new way of living, where it may have just been about you for a long time, and now you have to consider another person, or you know, you may learn something from your own child. Like some of you could have a Leo child, or you may end up having a Leo child, but there's something about a child that you may learn from, and this is about becoming enlightened. This is very positive. You know, you may feel like, oh, okay, my child has taught me to sing, say, or my child has taught me to be carefree again, or my child has now taught me, you know, that to be fearless. You know, now I've grown into, you know, a person that I never thought I would become, because I am a protector now. I have to provide now, or you know, my child has turned me to be someone that is more mature. So there's definitely something. Sorry about the noise, butterflies. There's definitely something that you will be learning from a Leo. Now again, this could also be a friend, or it could be a spouse, but whatever you will learn from this Leo person, and some of you could have Leo in your chart. You may have Leo moon, rising in your sign, but whatever you learn from this person, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom, and it's almost going to feel like you've been enlightened. Like, you know, I didn't know about this information, and this person has brought this to my awareness, and I was going through my life not knowing about this thing. Had I known about this thing much sooner, you know. But then again, sometimes if we know about things sooner than we know at the time, we may not be equipped to deal with it when we learn, if we had learned about it, you know, back in the past or whatever we learn in the time that we learn it, it's for that time, I believe, right? There's a saying, and it goes by, when the student is ready, the master will appear. And this person could be the master. Whoever this person is, they're going to enlighten you, and once you collaborate with them, they're going to help you to, you know, become a success. Even though I can feel and see you're a success already, but you may collaborate with someone. But also, I genuinely feel that this is going to be a new positive start into your life. It's what I'm picking up right here with the Sun card. Also, you know, you may actually also learn that, you know, you can still work and have fun. You can, you know, now start going on holidays again. Is what I'm picking up. Let's move on to the ninth card, which rules the ninth house. Sorry, the 10th card. See, I'm going off on one. Which rules Capricorn, which is the ruler of your career, your long-term career, status, reputation, experts, fame, men, and father. Wow. So yeah, we've got the Ace of Cups. So to me, I feel like some of you will be starting a new job this year with the Ace of Cups, and this new job is going to bring you a lot of abundance. So this is like more emotional abundance, emotional happiness, emotional success. And I feel like this new job is going to come to you. It's going to be given to you. As you can see, there's a hand there, you know, giving someone something beautiful, right? This picture is very beautiful, and it's the cup of abundance. It's the cup of success. It's almost like the divine, or God, or whoever you believe in, is saying, okay, you've mastered yourself. You have, you know, closed out cycles. You have gone through the stages that you've gone through, and here you go, here you are. It's almost like it's going to be your dream job. And I feel like this job or this career that you will do is something that you're actually going to love, right? Actually something that may even, you know, include like your children, if you have children. It could be something that you do online. It could also be something, because I feel like it has something to do with love. So some of you could be singers. You could start writing, you know, love songs. It could be something to do with, you know, your child. Your child could be a model. So you could be a parent that has to travel with your child to take them for, you know, photo shoots or something. Or it's definitely something creative. There's something creative that you're going to do that has something to do with family, or something to do with you know, creativity, in a sense whereby you are doing something that requires you to either deal with other people's emotions. So again, this speaks about maybe counseling, maybe, you know, I'm hearing like nursing, caring. It's something you always wanted to do, maybe even social work for some of you. And, you know, I feel like you may be renowned for whatever you do. You know, word will get about who you are and how you do your thing, right? You know, you could be in a some of you could be I'm hearing a childminder, you know, if it allows you to, wherever you live. But, you know, I'm hearing that whatever you do, it's gonna help, you know, merge families together. You could be a couple counselor, right? A family counselor even. Or you could, you know, be an expert in babies. You could do something in childcare. You know, I'm hearing the word, but I can't get it on my tongue. Midwife for some of you. Some of you could become midwives, where you help women give birth at home, is what I'm picking up. Or some of you could actually be known for actually being an amazing parent, or you may decide to vlog about that or blog about that, or there's something you may do with your family. And also, because this card is at the bottom of that card, this is a clear sign to say that, you know, some of you could actually merge and mend bridges with maybe your family members, your mother or your father, okay? That could be a thing for some of you this year. You know, there's a new beginning in that area. Some of you could actually be doing a family business that, you know, really takes off, which is going to be very fantastic. Now let's move to your 11th card, which rules groups, clubs, organizations, and networking. I don't really feel that you will be associated with a lot of groups and clubs this year for some of you. And again, going back to the Six of Wands, this does speak about, you know, the third house, and you are actually experiencing a third house transit for Sagittarius, because Aquarius is transiting your third house. And, you know, if you are on social media, then this is a clear sign to say that you could actually be very successful in this area if you're doing something in the public eye. And again, going back to the 11th house, there's an indication here that you may want to dissociate yourself with people from, you know, different clubs and organizations, you know, because you may see that there's a lot of flaws with the organizations or clubs that you are associated with, because the 5 of Wands does represent competition, battle, etc. So you may start to see that people are very competitive in the groups and clubs and organizations that you were in, and you may try to remove yourself and want to do things on your own terms. Some of you could actually decide to go to the gym or go to some sort of fighting club and belong to those types of clubs and organizations, which will be very beneficial for you, because you will be connected with like-minded people like yourself that likes to do, you know, combat sports, you know, high intensity sports. But again, even though you may, for some of you, like to associate with these types of people, you may also want to, you know, do things on your own at the same time. So be a part of it, but also do your own thing as well. Now let's move on to the 12th card, which rules the 12th house. 12th house rules the sign Pisces, which is all about karma, endings, rehabilitation, healing self, and isolation, right? And we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this speaks about, you know, 8 of Pentacles is like my Virgo card, right? And also my Capricorn card, because Capricorns are ruled by the number 8. And Virgos, the season does start in August, and August is the 8th month. This does speak about you working diligently, etc. But I feel more so working with others to complete and master something. It's something that you are going to be working through this year, but it may require you to team up with another person. This is something that you may feel like you can't do alone. 12th house does speak about ending, so there's something that you may not want to end. So some of you could be in a job that you may think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go back to that job, or I'm going to stick it out, I'm going to stay at this job. I also feel that this card does speak about working on yourself, but there could be some sort of resistance there, feeling like you don't need the help, when sometimes when you reach out to others, you can actually gain the help. And this also does speak about maybe feeling quite fearful to ask for that support, but knowing that there is support out there. And if one doesn't ask for support, then you could be met in this energy, 9 of Swords, with this anxiety, etc. So whatever you embark on is going to take a while to get through, but however, you will succeed if you continue on the journey that you have started. Because you may start something and may feel like this is too hard, I want to give up, but this card is saying that once you continue on that journey, then you will see where you can go. Because there could be like a lack of focus, wanting to get out of a situation that is detrimental to you, but feeling as though you don't know where to start, is what I'm picking up right here. So maybe asking for that support, asking for that help, not being in denial is what I'm picking up as well. Because the 12th house does speak about karma as well. Sorry about that, butterflies. It does speak about karma as well, and this speaks about if one doesn't change a way of being, one will be trapped in a cycle that will make them be in this energy, which we don't want, right? And also going back to the Ace of Cups for you, Sagittarius, some of you could be doing something creatively, like making cakes, making desserts, I'm hearing, and this is a clear indication that if you do that, then it will be something that you actually enjoy. Okay, so let's take a look at the advice card for Sagittarius for the year 2022, please. Okay, so we have Crown Chakra, spiritual awareness. When my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have the courage of my convictions. I continually pursue a cleverer and clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I'm thinking the truth, and is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? So this to me ties in with the 9 of Swords. To me, I feel like this could be a year where you will actually, lean upon your spirituality to find the hidden truths as well. Now, again, this could also represent, like a breakthrough for some of you, gaining some sort of spiritual awareness, getting in touch with your spirituality, or going into spirituality for the first time and breaking through some sort of barriers. Some of you may decide to see a spiritual counselor this year, or if you grew up in from a religious background, then you may decide to return to that religion and see that things start to manifest and unfold in your life, because you may have been shunning something about your upbringing, which can actually be beneficial for you in the now, right? How can I get myself out of this energy? It's by bringing oneself back to self, because remember, the 12th house does speak about the self as well. And this is an energy of not wanting to work on yourself, but in order to work on ourselves and to see things manifesting outwardly, we have to do the work. And this is about, for some of you may be trying to take those shortcuts, but this is like a Capricorn energy for me. Capricorn is about, not taking those shortcuts. Capricorn is the glue that binds things together. So if one tries to take shortcuts and tries to heal without doing the work, then one's going to be stuck and things could get worse if one doesn't, get the help or do the inner work. So this is why this is a huge indication here with saying, I feel, to get back in touch with your spirituality, and also to seek the help if you need it to. However, Sagittarius, it's going to be a very impactful and eventful year where you will be learning a lot, where you'll be leveling up as well, and it's going to be a fun time for you. So I will speak to you soon, Saggy. Please like, share and subscribe, and peace out. Happy New Year.